Malaysia looks like a completely normal country. Modern cities, busy roads, shopping malls, offices, schools, cafes. But the longer you stay, the more something starts to feel off. Not in a bad way, in a quietly confusing way. Because Malaysia is one of those rare countries that doesn't loudly advertise how different it is. Nothing screams for attention. Nothing tries to impress you. And yet, almost everything here works in a way that feels slightly ahead of the rest of the world. Most people only notice this after living here for a while, or after watching daily life closely enough to realize that Malaysia operates by a set of rules most countries haven't figured out yet. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. This isn't about tourist attractions. This isn't about food lists or travel hype. This is about systems, habits, and cultural logic that functions so smoothly, people who grow up here think it's normal, while the rest of the world struggles to understand how it even works. Before we go deeper, if you enjoy content that explains how countries actually function beneath the surface, not just what they show visitors, make sure you subscribe. These are the kinds of stories you don't notice until someone points them out. And once they do, the world starts making a lot more sense. Now here's where Malaysia gets interesting. Take leadership. Malaysia is one of the only countries on earth where the king is not permanent. There is no lifelong monarch, there is no election campaign, there is no public debate. Instead, 9 royal families rotate power. Every 5 years, a different sultan becomes king of the entire nation, calmly, constitutionally, without drama. No protests, no chaos. Just a transition that works so well, most Malaysians barely think about it. Then there's the capital. Malaysia technically has 2. Kuala Lumpur is the official capital and economic center. The city everyone knows. But Putrajaya quietly handles government administration. Ministries, federal offices, national decisions. Many of them happen somewhere tourists never see. Political power and symbolic power are split so cleanly, it doesn't create confusion. It creates balance. And this pattern repeats everywhere. In how people eat, in how they work, in how they socialize, in how they treat rules, time, language, and even rain. Malaysia doesn't force systems to be rigid. It builds systems that adapt. And in the next part, you'll start to see why shopping malls here are not just malls, why food never sleeps, and why daily life in Malaysia feels strangely calm, even when the world isn't. If you think malls are just places to shop, think again. In Malaysia, malls are part of survival. They are climate-controlled refugees from the relentless heat and sudden downpours. But they are also social centers, gyms, study halls, and even workplaces. Elderly people walk for exercise. Students settle in with laptops and books for hours. Families spend entire weekends inside, and small businesses often use the food courts as meeting points. Malls are not optional, they are woven into daily life. Step outside, and the sun or rain will remind you why. Step inside, and life continues comfortably, almost seamlessly. Then there's the food culture. Forget the idea that late-night meals are a luxury. In Malaysia, food never sleeps. Full meals, rice dishes, noodles, soups, grilled meats, local breads, tea, are available around the clock. Socializing over food at midnight isn't unusual. It's normal. The culture is flexible, human, and deeply practical. Every neighborhood, every street has its rhythm. Religion and diversity don't just coexist. They intertwine naturally. Mosques, temples, and churches often stand side by side. Public holidays rotate between Islamic, Christian, Hindu, Buddhist, and cultural festivals. Schools and offices adapt fluidly. Life accommodates difference without friction. Malaysia doesn't force uniformity. It normalizes it. And then there's the weather. Heavy rain doesn't delay life. Life delays around the rain. Meetings start late, traffic slows. Outdoor plans are cancelled, all without anger or complaints. Cities are built expecting rain. Drainage systems are massive. Umbrellas are everyday tools. And the rhythm of life adapts naturally. Time bends around climate, not clocks. Highways feel human here. Rest stops aren't just small gas station stalls. They are spacious, clean, and fully equipped with prayer rooms, food courts, restrooms, and family facilities. Long-distance driving isn't exhausting. It's planned, civilized, and practical. Language, too, is a tool, not a rule. People switch effortlessly between Malay, English, Chinese dialects, Tamil, and local slang, even mid-sentence. It isn't seen as sloppy, it's smart, adaptive communication. Efficiency, not purity, rules conversation. All of these small systems, the malls, the meals, the rain, the highways, the multilingual flow, create a society that functions with quiet intelligence, often invisible to outsiders. And what comes next is even stranger. Malaysia's relationship with rules, street food, air conditioning, and fuel prices creates a rhythm of life that feels almost impossibly balanced. Malaysia has a curious relationship with rules. Some laws are enforced strictly, while others are flexible in practice. People instinctively know which rules are symbolic and which are essential. No one has to explain it. Social understanding fills the gaps. It's a system built on trust, awareness, and practical intelligence, rather than constant oversight. Street food is another perfect example. Stalls appear and disappear based purely on customer demand. A stall might only operate at night, only on weekends, or even just a few hours a day. If the food loses quality, customers vanish instantly. There's no need for advertising, reviews, or contracts. The market speaks directly, and the system works. Survival depends entirely on taste and consistency. Air conditioning is everywhere. Offices, malls, buses, trains, even small shops are heavily cooled. People carry jackets in a tropical country. Moving between the blazing sun outside and icy indoors becomes a normal rhythm of daily life. This small detail shapes behavior, clothing choices, and even social interactions. Fuel prices are quietly controlled through government subsidies. Petrol does not fluctuate wildly like in many countries, and this affects transportation habits, logistics, and living costs. It's subtle, but the affordability of fuel touches almost everything in Malaysian daily life, from business to commuting to weekend getaways. Nature isn't banished from cities. Monkeys raid urban areas. Monitor lizards cross streets. Birds glide between buildings. Rainforests and green spaces exist alongside highways. Wildlife feels like a neighbor, sometimes inconvenient, but it reminds you that urban life here coexists with nature rather than replacing it entirely. Time moves differently in Malaysia too. Being late isn't always disrespectful. Context, relationships, and circumstances matter more than rigid schedules. Traffic, rain, and personal obligations all affect timing, and people adapt without judgment. What frustrates visitors from strict time cultures actually strengthens social bonds locally. Modern life here is affordable in ways most outsiders wouldn't expect. High-speed internet, modern housing, healthcare, transport apps, and food delivery are accessible. Quality of life compared to cost feels unusually balanced, especially outside the major city centers. Even social hierarchies exist quietly. Wealthy and middle-class people often eat side by side at food stalls. Expensive cars share parking spaces with motorcycles. Public spaces are shared, not segregated. Status is present but doesn't dominate daily interactions. And business, especially digital business, often operates informally but efficiently. Sellers manage orders, payments, and deliveries through chat apps and social platforms instead of official websites. Entire systems run quietly yet effectively, relying on local habits, trust, and ingenuity. Even when the world panics, Malaysia remains calm. Economic shocks, political upheavals, or international crises rarely create chaos here. People adapt instead of overreacting. Life continues, with small adjustments rather than dramatic breakdowns. It's a quiet resilience that outsiders often miss at first glance. But once noticed, it becomes impossible to ignore. Malaysia's education system reinforces this balance from an early age. Children grow up in classrooms that reflect the country's multicultural reality. Cooperation isn't a slogan, it's necessary. Students learn to navigate diversity naturally, interact respectfully, and find solutions that work for everyone. By adulthood, this translates into a society where difference is normalized, not forced. Unlike many countries that loudly market their uniqueness, Malaysia does the opposite. It doesn't need to announce how clever, efficient, or progressive it is. Its systems run quietly, practically, and consistently. That's what makes daily life feel weird to outsiders. Nothing about it shouts for attention, yet everything works. When you pay attention, you start to see patterns everywhere. Shopping malls double as living spaces. Street food is smarter than any algorithm. Roads, rules, and time bend around human needs. Even the weather becomes part of life's rhythm rather than an obstacle. The result is a country that feels slightly ahead of its time without trying. Malaysia doesn't compete for global attention. It competes with efficiency, adaptability, and intelligence, and quietly wins. So, the next time you walk through a Malaysian mall, taste street food at midnight, or watch a sultan quietly take the throne, remember, this is not chaos. It's a system that works because it was designed around people, not procedures. And here's the takeaway. Malaysia is not strange for the sake of being different. It's practical, it's efficient, it's calm, and it's a reminder that sometimes the most advanced ways of living don't make headlines, they just function. If this fascinated you, imagine discovering more countries, cities, and cultures that quietly do things the world can't quite figure out. Hit that subscribe button now, because we explore these hidden systems, weird truths, and clever ways of living in every video. You don't want to miss the next one, because once you start noticing, the world will never feel quite the same.